Welcome to the Tea Party Hardy channel. Thousands marched through Hollywood for all Black Lives Matter solidarity protest. Look closely at that picture. And while you're looking closely at that picture from today, it's actually happening right now. While that's happening right now, in the exact same city, you cannot go to church with more than 100 people in the building. But you can do that. You cannot go into a restaurant that has people sitting anywhere near each other. But you can do that. You can do anything you want as long as you agree with the state. The state has condoned these protests. But you cannot do anything else that resembles any of that assemblage. You cannot go to Disneyland. It's still closed. You cannot go to Magic Mountain. It's still closed. You cannot go to Knott's Berry Farm. It's still closed. And do you know why it's still closed? Because it says if you get too close together, you will spread the cootie. And if you spread the cootie, you're a bad person. So what are they? So what are all those people down there? Oh, no. Remember, we've seen the letter written by the doctors that said, if you are supporting all Black Lives Matter, well, that's actually new. It was just simply Black Lives Matter. The name's getting longer. If you do, then it's okay. They're already blaming businesses from their first opening a few weeks ago. They're blaming the businesses on the spread of the virus in the different areas. And they're ignoring this after covering this story day after day after day on these news reports and praising them with the mostly peaceful protest. Dude, there's no such thing as a mostly peaceful protest. Oh, there was only one or two people. Dude, how many? You got one or two people killing people, burning buildings. That's kind of all you need. I don't care if it's one or two. You can have 10,000 people, but if two of them burn down your buildings, I'm sorry, not a peaceful protest. And I want to mention one more thing. None of these, well, maybe this one is. All of the protests that have happened up to this and the riots, none of them were lawful protest. They keep saying, oh, your First Amendment right, the First Amendment right is very clear. It has to be a peaceful protest. Oops, mega fail. And not only does it have to be peaceful, you have to go get a permit. And then you have to stay in the boundaries, which I think they did on this one. But it's the first one out of this series. Once again, I invite you, look at that picture. But you won't see that at Disneyland today because it's closed. You won't see that anywhere except there. And you wait as the virus keeps spreading rampantly. They're going to blame the businesses. They've already started doing it. They're blaming the businesses instead of that. And if you do go to the businesses in this area, you will discover that you do have to remain 6 feet apart. And people are doing a really good job of it. The mask thing, I'm not getting into that because that's whatever. The science is just not there except on medical grade. Look at that picture and ask yourself, do we live in a free country? Because they're allowed to do it because the government agrees with them. Is that free? They say they're allowed to do it because they're willing to take the risk. Why aren't the rest of Americans allowed to take that same risk for what they deem valuable? Because we don't live in a free country anymore. Look at the picture. We'll see you in the future.